And most people who are on this trip will tell you that it's more than just a car, that it's a lifestyle. One of the things kite flyers like the most about this festival is they can fly their kites right next to the audience. It's things like this smoke, humidity, and the steep terrain behind me that have made this fire so difficult to fight. The warm weather may be great for hitting the beach, but it's also great for business. Right here in Powers Creek is where the project will begin. They'll start by adding a footbridge, then they'll get rid of some of these non-native plants. They suggest alternating which lights you leave on and off, and they say don't leave that mail piling up. If you come down to the Redwood Acres Fairground this weekend, you can get a chance to hold this baby caracal. It's right here on 11th Street that downtown begins. This is where the smoking ordinance will start and will continue all the way south to 7th Street. The Hoopa Forest Industries building went up in flames on Sunday. Investigators are still looking into the cause and how much damages add up to, but it could end up costing the tribe millions.
It was one of the most costly fires, I think, that we experience.
The tribe insures itself, so they'll be the ones picking up the bill.
We are paying for that fire.
Since Sunday, there has been 2 suspicious fires in Hoopa.
Well, you know, everybody in the community doesn't have a good feeling about the arson problem.
These suspicious fires happen regularly, and it's something that the tribe has had to deal with.
They're worried because there may be an opportunity at some place or time when the conditions are right, when fires get started like that, you know, the wind speed is there, the temperature is correct, the fuel is there to burn, and we could lose homes, we could lose more property.
The tribe has undercover security to monitor the area, but they keep happening.
No, I guess there hasn't been enough. I mean, you know, Hoopa Valley Indian Reservation has been in the top 3 for arson fires across the country for a number of years.
This year, there have been 89 fires in Hoopa.
I think the problem is widespread in Indian country, probably more magnified here on the reservation because of the environment. It's people are upset. The reservation community is a tight-knit community, and arson is a problem that has plagued us for years.
The tribal vice chairman says it's something that isn't unique to the tribe.
Can be a little blown out of proportion as far as, I think, the impression people on the outside get is people running around setting fires all the time, but that's really not the case.
Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3. In Humboldt County, almost 1,000 new jobs were introduced. Humboldt is actually doing better than other places in the state.
There's roughly 38 other counties that have higher unemployment rates, so it's not a bad place to be.
Jobs in leisure and hospitality were on the upswing. They saw an overall increase. The Eureka Inn hired 20 workers, and they're looking for more.
If a restaurant open, probably we need a start to hire 10 more people.
The concern over summer employment numbers are that these jobs are temporary, but Sue says they'll need more all year.
For the community, it's good. It's good things.
Unlike the rest of California, where construction jobs have increased, Humboldt County has stayed the same.
Basically, our construction activity this year is the same as it was last year. Right now, on residential, we're down 1, but that could change, next month. So basically, the numbers have been consistent with last year.
However, construction jobs are nowhere near where they were pre-2008.
No, we're still in the tank here.
One business feeling the impact locally is farms.
When I started in business in 1974 in Humboldt County, there were about 300 dairies here. Presently, I think we're down to about 60 now.
Bovada says this is something that's been on the decline for years, and it matches the rest of the state too. Why do you think that is?
Consolidation, trying to get bigger and more efficient. But the problem is here in Humboldt County, we're too far away.
Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3. In Crescent City, a group of Del Norte High School students put the finishing touches on the Japanese boat before showing it off at the town's visitor center. They've been working to clear up the boat that washed up on the shores as a result of the earthquake in Japan. The boat was covered in barnacles then.
It's pretty crazy, just knowing that It's all the way from Japan, and then we're going to get it back to Japan.
The boat belonged to a Japanese high school. The town is a fishing town, just like Crescent City.
So we're sending a boat that washed up in a non-safe place back to their city, which was leveled. I think there were 3 buildings left.
The boat washing up on the shores of Crescent City has been a source of pride for some residents.
Well, I think it's sad how it arrived here or why it had to, but I think this is a good opportunity for Crescent City and Rikuzen Takata to become sister cities and have cultural exchange and friendship.
The boat was the first thing to arrive from Japan on California shore.
Well, you know, we're really thrilled about it. It's not a piece of junk that washes up on the shore like some other states have had. This is an actual boat that they can use again.
Over the summer, the boat is going to live here at the Volunteer Fire Department in Crescent City. The boat will make its way to Japan first on a flatbed truck, then onto a boat through the Pacific Ocean. The students are hoping to go with it and are hoping to raise enough money to get a chance to see where the boat comes from. Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3. Everyone with a Volkswagen has a story to tell.
I got into them because they were simple and cheap. This one is no longer simple and cheap. But originally, they were like a Model T. There was a million of them around, parts were everywhere, and any fool with some duct tape and baling wire could keep one on the road.
Those cars behind the stories made their way through McKinleyville today. It's part of the 15th annual Vintage VW Treffin. It's a trip all the way from Canada to Southern California.
You know, you get a bunch of, pardon me, weird Volkswagen guys together in one group, and it's like too much fun. It's almost like Vision, you know.
Paula Decker brought her VW bus all the way from Fort Worth, Texas.
I think the most important thing about Volkswagens is that they're just fun. I think about any other car you could have, this is the fun car.
And most people who are on this trip will tell you that it's more than just a car, that it's a lifestyle. The Treffin has been going on for 15 years. People can drive the whole way or just meet up with fellow VW enthusiasts.
They're just great. They're fun to drive, and the whole world looks a little different through that vintage glass, in a way.
Tommy and Dawn are on the tour as part of their honeymoon.
That's, our favorite thing, so we couldn't imagine a better way. We met through Volkswagens. Sure. He has a Volkswagen, I have one, and we met through the club.
And the trip isn't for nothing. Each year they've raised money for charity. This year it's for the Surfrider Foundation. In McKinleyville, Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3. You can hear the rumbling in southern Humboldt this weekend as thousands of bikers make their way to the Redwood Run.
The Kiwanis of the Redwoods just took it over 3 years ago in 2011, so this is our 3rd year of putting it on and a success.
Motorcycle riders are coming in from all over.
From the LA area.
For motorcyclists like Kenneth Ortiz, it's just an excuse to ride through the Redwoods.
I'm a true person. That's why I'm here. I just like to ride. I can ride anywhere, That's why I come down here.
It's the 36th annual Redwood Run, and over 3,000 motorcycles are expected to roll through Piercy. The run's been going on since the early 70s. There's more than just a ride, too. All weekend there will be camping, live music, food, and even bull riding. But it's more than just getting on your motorcycle and hanging out.
And that's why we all do it. Everybody here is pretty much volunteering their time, and it's just for the children.
Since the Kiwanis has taken over, they've been able to raise thousands for charity. Last year, the event brought in almost $10,000 in scholarships for students.
It's just an awesome fundraiser, and people get to party and have fun.
Coordinators want to remind anyone heading down there that it's going to be a hot one, so remember to drink lots of water. Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3. Want to know the secret of avoiding becoming a victim of burglary? Eureka Police are offering their advice as summer travel season begins.
Again, it's all about the appearance of being lived in.
The key to keeping your house safe is to act like your home. They suggest alternating which lights you leave on and off. And they say don't let that mail pile up.
You could also get a neighbor to park in your driveway if they have an extra car so it looks like someone's home.
Police say keeping your house safe isn't all about you either. Let your neighbors know you're going to be gone and make sure they know what to do if something happens.
Being a good witness and being able to give a good description of the suspect and his vehicle or bicycle or whatever mode of transportation he or she is using is important.
Police say homes are broken into at all hours of the day and in every neighborhood.
We tend to see them all over in the nicer areas and also in the downtown well-traveled areas as well.
They say to engrave your big-ticket items.
Computers, cameras, hand tools, power tools, bicycles.
And ultimately, having a home alarm system is your best bet.
The burglar wants to break in, and get out.
But most importantly, they say, if someone ever makes their way into your home, make sure police can find it.
A lot of times we'll be dispatched to a certain residence and the numbers aren't easily seen or they have no numbers on the house.
Lashay Wesley, News Channel 3.